If you're in the market for a tankless water heater, this is the video for you. Stick around. Got a great video coming for you today. Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? It's me, Rob the RV guy, and if you're one of my customers, you know my typical advice on tankless water heaters. Now, I have been asked by Fogatti to test out their InstaShower, their brand new version InstaShower, and I am excited to be installing that in my Bigfoot. We're going to talk a little bit about why I'm actually trying this and what I'm going to be doing. We're going to document the install process a little bit here, and at the end, I'm going to do some tests on this to see if what I suspect to be true is true. So you'll want to stick around toward the end. But normally, for those of you that are off-gridders like me, when I'm not working, our recommendation has always been we want to use a tanked water heater, your traditional 6 or 10 gallon tank for your hot water, primarily because the Instant-On or the instant hot water heaters typically take too long to generate heat. You waste a lot of water while you're out boondocking, and water's a scarce resource out there. Fogatti has put some technology in this water heater that they claim, and I think it might be true, resolves that issue. And we're gonna get into that as we go throughout this video. If my thinking holds true on this, I think that there's a good chance that the problem with water waste has been resolved. And we're going to install this thing, piece of cake to install. Let's get into the install and we'll talk about it in the end. We're finished up and it's running. She's calling for hot water right now, and it's working out great. So I'm gonna put my tools away, and then after I do that, I'm going to take a few minutes, talk to you a little bit about this unit, how it's performing, and whether or not I think it's a great opportunity or a great option, even if you're into dispersed camping and boondocking heavily like what we are. So stick around. After I get cleaned up, I'll give you my final thoughts on the Fogatti InstaShower, the latest iteration. Fogatti had reached out to me and asked me if they sent it to me based on our YouTube content, if I would be willing to install it, give it a run, give it a test. Followed my channel. I've always recommended a tanked, a standard tanked 6 or 10 gallon water heater if you do a lot of off-gridding. And a lot of the reason for that is because the tanked water heaters have an always ready water supply, whereas the tankless, they have to run for a really long time before they heat up the water enough. By the time the water gets to your tap, it's a waste of a lot of water. And when you're boondocking, water is gold. Most of you know that. Well, what Fogatti's done is they have inside of their unit a mixing tank, and that small mixing tank always has a reserve of hot water. It's probably a quart, I would say. And inside of there, that is always hot. So when you call for hot water, there's enough hot water, theoretically, in that little holding tank inside of the tankless water heater that by the time the unit has done its job and heated up the water to send it down the line, it's kind of keeping up with the little mixing tank. Another thing that that mixing tank does is it keeps the water consistently hot instead of having ebbs and flows in the hot water. Taking a shower and it gets cold for a second, gets hot, gets cold for a second, gets hot. Because the way the water heater works, it cycles through, turns on, turns off, turns on, turns off. And so this mixed tank technology has solved that problem. I ran a relatively unscientific test. I got up one morning when I still had my full tank water heater in, and I wanted to see how long it would take for the hot water to get to the tap that's farthest away and the slowest running. That would be my kitchen faucet. So I took my thermometer that I use and I tested to see how long it would take for the water in the morning with no hot water in the lines to get to that tap. And with the tanked water heater, it took right about 30 seconds, 35 seconds to get up to the stated temperature at the tank, which would be 130 degrees on my tanked heater. Now, I ran the same test on the Fogatti water heater with the Instant on early in the morning, and it took it approximately a minute longer. So a minute, 30 seconds to get up to the water heater set temperature, which is about 120 to 122 degrees. It did take longer, and on that tap right there, that additional 1 minute amounts to a full gallon of water. That's what went through the tap to get it to the point that it's hot, about 1.5 gallons of water to the tap before it got to the place where it was hot. So that's its overall performance with regard to how quickly you can expect water at the tap. Obviously, higher flow rates like in the shower or closer taps are going to be, less time. One of the upsides of this, of course, is if you like the idea of being able to have your water running consistently with a tanked water heater, you do run out of water very rapidly in a shower type setting. Whereas with this, you can go as long as you want, run as much hot water as you want. That's a beautiful thing as far as I'm concerned. So with the power of this unit, you have a great flow rate. I did another relatively unscientific test, but I took my thermometer and I tested the water at both the kitchen and the bathroom tap with the faucets on full tilt on hot. And this water heater had no problem keeping up. Kept both faucets right around 120 to 121. Again, it's a little hard to do with the water going around it. I don't know it's an entirely accurate reading, but 120 to 121, not getting up to 123, but still, it's holding the temperature of both faucets while they're running at full tilt. And that's due in large part to the way this is engineered and how it is able to handle the volume of water going through. So it really works out great because you can have somebody using the shower if you wanted. You could easily keep up with the shower and somebody else doing the dishes outside in the RV, in the living quarters of the RV. And this water heater can actually handle both. And it's an unlimited supply, so you're not going to be wasting water or running your water tank to cold and then somebody stuck with a cold shower. That's a really good feature. It does come with the remote. The remote is how you control all the functions in this. You can set it to Fahrenheit, to Celsius. You can turn it on, turn it off from the remote should you choose to. Another thing that you have when you're running it is you can adjust your temperature of your hot water up and down right from the remote. This is a really great feature, pretty standard with these inline water heaters like this. And it also shows you what it's doing. It shows you what the temperature of the water is at the unit as it's increasing, what you can expect downstream that the water's running through. Has a lot of icons on there that tell you exactly what's going on. The remote's easy to use, very user-friendly. So in the end, it's really nice to have a water heater that can keep up with multiple faucets and multiple demands. And of course, one of the other advantages of these tankless style water heaters is that instead of burning propane or using electricity to keep that tank heated on a tanked water heater, a 6 or a 10 gallon, you're only using propane on demand as you're calling for hot water. So it's significantly more efficient with regard to your fuel usage, or you're not using electricity, just 12 volt on it. But I think it's a great thing in that regard because you do save on propane. And what I really liked is they were willing to send me, because I had a Dometic 15 by 18 rectangle. That's the size of my water heater. Many of the other brands, they have exact squares, but the Dometic Atwood is a rectangle. This creates a significant problem because all of the tankless water heaters are coming out with square. They're all square. So you've got to rectify that and remedy that situation. Well, Fogatti has an adapter door. This thing is stout. It is heavy duty. Really impressed with that. So if you have a Dometic Atwood and you wanted to put this in, all you got to do is buy that adapter door and you're good. I think it's great. And I'm really excited about this. On top of the fact that if tongue weight is an issue, like in the Bigfoot, for me, towing with a half-ton truck, you got 6 gallons of water in a tank, 6 times 8, that's 50 pounds in that water tank. Now, I have no water up there other than a little bit. So I've reduced the amount forward of my axle by about 50 pounds, also a huge benefit. There are a couple of downsides with these units that I want to share with you. I'm allowed to give an honest review. if you were to choose to do this on your own, we have installed, as I said, 5 or 6 of them between the 3 of us guys at the RV Guy brand of companies. And every one, even though they're supposed to fit, whether they're square or rectangular like mine, we have had to modify the hole. We have had to shave off approximately 1/4 of an inch around in the hole. None of them have fit out of the box. So if you're going to do this and you think that you're going to take one out and put one in and it's going to be an exact match, if your experiences are as ours have been, you are not going to have that fit. You are going to have a jigsaw or a multi-saw, multi-tool saw to be able to get that hole large enough to put it through. As with any of these, you're going to have to do a little bit of plumbing most likely. That's kind of standard issue with this. We've gone from one type of water heater to another, had to reduce some of the pecs. That's going to be expected. But for me, if I am hired to install these, which again, that's what happens with us, we're hired to install these, we're going to go planning that we're going to enlarge that hole. It's just something that we're going to have to do. One of the things that I wasn't paying attention to when I did this one, this is the first rectangular door that I've installed because they come with the square door affixed. I put the rectangular door fixture on the RV. It has to go on the water heater first before you shove it in the hole. So I had to remove the frame off the wall, clean it up again, put it on the unit after I took the square one off and shove it in. You know, it's the first one we've done that's a rectangle, so won't make that mistake again. Another issue that I have that is something that we've had to deal with out in the field, the length of cord on the remote is pretty short. It's only, I'm going to guess, maybe 10 feet long. In my situation, I want to run it to the bathroom, or if you have a large fifth wheel, for example, and it's up at the front of your rig and you know you want it back at the bathroom, we're going to have to splice in and run wires. So in mine, I want my control panel to be in my bathroom next to the shower. That's going to require snipping the wires and, you know, patching in and running a length of wire. We've had to do that on almost all of the installs because the customer wants the remote in a place that's much farther away than the allotted wire that's provided from the factory. So for me, I'm going to be talking to them about the fact that they use screws in the frame. If they use rivets, it would fit. It's the screws that have to be modified to get the frame to go into the rig. That was where the largest portion of the problems came from in all of the installs. So if they just went to rivets, that would probably solve that problem. And I do believe that it would be beneficial if they were to increase the length of the wire. Overall, the performance is excellent. Rapid hot water from the heater to the taps, consistent for as long as we're running it. And with this being 66,000 BTUs, and the flow rate on this, which is much higher than some of the other brands, you can run multiple faucets and have plenty of hot water with the 66,000 BTU. I can confidently recommend it. I'll have a link in the description below for you to be able to purchase this, should you want to. And of course, if you need it installed, I happen to know a guy. One last thing that I think is really great about this, 24-month warranty. Fogatti warranties these for 24 months. And that tells you a lot. It tells you a lot if a company is standing behind their product almost double the amount of time as to what most of their competitors are doing. 24 months is a long time for a warranty on this. So I have a big thumbs up on that. I would recommend it. If you're in the market for a tankless hot water heater, I don't think you can go wrong with this Fogatti unit. And hey, if you found this video helpful, I'd love it if you would like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you know when the next video comes out. And as I close out this video is a video that YouTube thinks you want to see next. This playlist, all things RV modifications, and if you click the circle, you're subscribed, and you know we would love to have you on board as a subscriber. Thanks for watching. Until next time, wrap out.